We're going to watch a little bit of Richie from Boston here for a little bit. And he has a lot to say here, so let's make it. Okay. Let's roll.
Mine shafts or just caves that they have to.
Okay. Now this is the video titled "Be Warned: AI is plotting false flags for everyone."
Supposed to be here for my truck, and lo and behold, instead of being here today like they were supposed to, there's been a delay along the way. So, once again, I had to figure out whether it was cheaper to stay in a hotel room. This hotel hooked me up. They hooked me up for literally the tank, for the amount that it would cost me for a tank of gasoline, super unleaded because I'm supercharged. I could stay here and record a video for a day or two. So that was an absolute score. It's nice having friends. It's nice getting out and meeting people. You see what I'm saying? And speaking of getting out and meeting people, I'm not putting anybody on blast.
I was supposed to do this video yesterday, but I was in a wonderful conversation. I was having a wonderful conversation with a good friend of mine, a dear friend of mine.
Here, but this story popped up the other day from this exact YouTuber, who I've told you about before, but here's the deal. He's putting out this story for the second.
He's talking about Jason A.
Second day in a row, and an unsettling message was spotted on Google Earth. It says, help. It says Traffico. And there's a train station right here that goes underground, and then the river's right over here, and the highway. And what this YouTuber is intimating is not only has he solved this case, which he hasn't in any way whatsoever at all, but he sure has gotten a lot of views on it in the last 2 days.
Jason A.
And this is a traditional Jason A title, okay? He's saying that he solved the case because he's using information from 2018, things like this, and then these are the signs. So when I first saw it posted, I thought there may be some validity to it, and I left a comment saying, dude, shoot me those coordinates because...
Oh. He's
I'm driving, but I'll go over there myself and check it out. Well,
of course he wasn't there. Wrong place.
Of course, he never answered me because why would you, right? I took the coordinates and went there. You know what all this is? It's exactly what it looks like. It's a hoax. It's to get attention, and it has. It has. And people are like, oh no, but there was just a raid over there today. There was a... Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Richie.
Here, I'm gonna get here,
raid. But it wasn't in the same location whatsoever at all.
Here, let's pause this so I can show you guys what we're talking about.
It's Richie from Boston. It's the 27th. It's January. And I was out in the desert for the last 3 nights. And holy cow, was it cold and snowing. Unbelievably cold and snowing. And I came back into town because my parts are supposed to be here for my truck. And lo and behold, instead of being here today like they were supposed to, there's been a delay along the way. So, once again, I had to figure out whether it was cheaper to stay in a hotel room. This hotel hooked me up. They hooked me up for literally the tank, for the amount that it would cost me for a tank of gasoline, super unleaded because I'm supercharged. I could stay here and record a video for a day or two. So that was an absolute score. It's nice having friends. It's nice getting out and meeting people. You see what I'm saying? And speaking of getting out and meeting people, I'm not putting anybody on blast here, But this story popped up the other day from this exact YouTuber, who I've told you about before, but here's the deal. He's putting out this story for the second day in a row, and an unsettling message was spotted on Google Earth. It says, help. It says Traffico. And there's a train station right here that goes underground, and then the river's right over here, and the highway. And what this YouTuber is intimating is not only has he solved this case, which he hasn't in any way whatsoever at all, but he sure has gotten a lot of views on it in the last 2 days. And this is a traditional Jason A title, okay? He's saying that he solved the case because he's using information from 2018, things like this, and then these are the signs. So when I first saw it posted, I thought there may be some validity to it, and I left a comment saying, dude, shoot me those coordinates because I'm driving, but I'll go over there myself and check it out. Well, of course, he never answered me because why would you, right? I took the coordinates and went there. You know what all this is? It's exactly what it looks like. It's a hoax. It's to get attention, and it has. It has. And people are like, oh, no, but there was just a raid over there today. There was a raid, but it wasn't in the same location whatsoever at all, and it was completely different. It was perfume, drugs, shoes, things of that nature, but it wasn't the same location. But the internet doesn't care, and they're running with it anyways. So what I'm saying here is, first of all, any bit of discernment. I'm driving when I'm looking at this. So while I'm reading this, I'm looking at my iPhone, okay? So it's...
Okay, that's...
And it was completely different. It was perfume, drugs, shoes, things of that nature, but it wasn't the same location. But the internet doesn't care, and they're running with it anyways. So what I'm saying here is, first of all, any bit of discernment. I'm driving when I'm looking at this. So while I'm reading this, I'm looking at my iPhone, okay? So it's small. And I'm thinking, I'll go check that out, no problem. Because if that's legit, someone needs to shine a light on it. Well, it's not legit. It's a hoax. And upon looking at it on a regular laptop, you really think if people are getting smuggled off the train tracks, they're getting smuggled, put into trucks, and then shipped out. You really think they'd have the opportunity to do this, and the people that were smuggling them wouldn't notice that it says help absolutely everywhere? You know what I mean? It even says it on billboards and such. It's all over the place. So, I mean, the whole internet's freaking out about this, and it's not real. It's a hoax. It's a hoax. Yes, I mean, it's a hoax. You think the traffickers wouldn't notice this? You think the authorities wouldn't notice it? You think just the internet would notice this? My point being is, we're at a very pivotal time in America right now, and you either need to understand that this is a complete and utter fight between God Almighty, the Most High, and Satan, and they're fighting over your soul. They're not fighting over clickbait and views, and make sure you subscribe and make sure you share.
You got these idiots that go online and they'll do some clickbaiting. Okay, for example, there's a channel called Mr. Boss for the Win. And what that channel is, it's a Grand Theft Auto content channel. And the guy that runs the channel, he will clickbait. And he would say the things that would get you to think, okay, well, and he got called out by actor Ned Luke, who plays Michael DeSanta in the game, who also voices the character as well, saying that if you hear anything from Rockstar, they'll let you know, but don't get it from Mr. Boss for the Win channel, because that's a clickbaiter, you know. He clickbaits, you know. But There are people on social media that will clickbait for views, for followers, for subs, for anything. You know. To them, it's about numbers of views on their videos. And numbers of followers, numbers of subscribers, you know, all that shit, you know. So, yeah, it's just really, yeah. Clickbaiters, Jason A. Jason A is a clickbaiter. Okay? Jason A is a clickbaiter.
This and any engagement will get us more views and this, that, and the other thing. It's fun to play truther, but these people aren't truthers. They're simply posting whatever pops up in TikTok. One guy said the fog showed up and I got sick. So everyone's getting sick from the fog. It's not what's going on. We're playing with bigger things here. And a lot of us have been doing this a really long time. And another guy, I'm going to point him out again. Yep, it's this guy. Because this is bad. This is crazy. This is terrible. This is bad. This is wild. This is crazy. This is coming. This is coming. And every time he does a live stream, people are sending him money through the live stream. That's all this is about, okay? I'm pretty sure just by listening to him, you should understand that
the guy here,
he's completely full of hokum. He's pointing out this. I found a secret window in an FBI restricted map.
okay, I'll show you what he's talking about. Okay.
Small. And I'm thinking, I'll go check that out, no problem, because if that's legit, someone needs to shine a light on it. Well, it's not legit. It's a hoax. And upon looking at it on a regular laptop, you really
have an international.
You're being trafficked on a reason they built these things was to keep them died one time. This is wild. This is crazy. This is coming. This is coming. And every time he does a live stream, people are sending him money through the live stream. That's all this is about, okay? I'm pretty sure just by listening to him, you should understand that he's completely full of hokum. He's pointing out this. I found a secret window in an FBI restricted mountain in Arizona. A secret window. What he saw is one of bazillions of caves. Absolutely, there are military bases, but you know what? They're not where you can see them from a boat in a river passing by. These are all mine shafts or just caves that they have to either bar up so that people don't fall down to them. How do I know? Well, I don't know. Maybe because I've been out there a million times. Maybe because I almost died one time climbing a mountain face going up to a old cliffside dwelling from bazillion years ago, climbing all the way up this mountain. This was way up. And I was showing you these cliff dwellings, and the reason they built these things was to keep them away from the red-haired, man-eating giants that were way down in the valley. The only recourse these people had was to build cliffside dwellings, because that's how high off the ground they were. You see what I mean? And that's how high off the ground I was. So, I'm not saying this to disparage these other people, but I'm saying this so that you...
Okay.
Mountain in Arizona. A secret window. What he saw is one of bazillions of caves. Absolutely, There are military bases, but you know what? I'm not saying this to disparage these other people, but I'm saying this so that you understand and that these people have no discernment whatsoever at all. As soon as I saw this video that said help it, and I saw it on a regular laptop, I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? But I still went there. The entire neighborhood knows about it. It's a hoax. It was to do exactly what it did. It got the internet running, and this kid, Minutes of Horrors, made 2 videos out of it. And the second one, he said, I found this out. I'm sorry. I solved it. Missing girl is the answer. Nope, not at all. He's tying a random missing girl into a random post on Reddit and coming to a conclusion, and thousands of people like, you're the best, I can't.
Discernment. It's a noun. The act of process of exhibiting keen sight and good judgment. Keenness of insight and judgment. The act of discerning.
Discernment.
The power or faculty of the mind by which it distinguishes one thing from another. Power of viewing difference in objects and their relations and tendencies. Penetrative and discriminate mental vision. Discriminate mental vision, acuteness, sexity, insight. The error of youth often proceed from the want of discernment. The ability of distinguished judgment, discrimination. To distinguish between things, to preserve difference that exist, the condition of understanding. That's discernment. Plural, discernments. Synonyms of discernment. The quality of being able to comprehend what is obscure, skill in discerning. He displays a lack of discernment in selecting suitable job candidates. An art of perceiving or discerning something. The quick discernment of an opponent's weakness. Synonyms: insight, perceptiveness, consciousness, sageness, wisdom, perception, perceptivity, sagacity, sixpence. Okay, that's discernment and discernments.
I believe you figured this out. It's not real. It's not real. None of it's real. And it should be fairly obvious. You're being trafficked on a train. They're taking you through this yard.
Choose the right synonym for discernment. Discernment, discrimination, perception, penetration, insight, acumen. Mean a power to see what is not evidence to the average mind. Discernment stresses accuracy, as in reading character and motives of or appreciating art. The discernment of to know true friends. Discrimination. Stress the power to distinguish and select what is true or appropriate or excellent. The discrimination that develops through listening to a lot of great music. Perception implies quick and often sympathetic discernment as of shades of feeling. A novelist of keen perception into human motive. Penetration implies a searching mind that goes beyond what is obvious and superficial. A lack of the perception to see the scorn beneath the friend's smile. Insight suggests deep of discernment coupled with understanding sympathy. A documentary providing insight into the plight of people affected by the housing crisis. Acumen implies characteristics, penetration combined with keen practical judgment. A director of reliable box office acumen.
Into a vehicle, guess what? You're not lingering around and making 8-foot tall help signs everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's a hoax. So just understand that. Not everybody you're watching has the Holy Spirit guiding them, or not everybody has any absolute discernment in any way whatsoever at all. Just putting it out there because you know what? Some of us OGs need to keep these dudes in check that are walking around claiming they're truth seekers, or they're warning you about the truth, or they're giving you the truth, or they're decoding things, or this, that, and the other thing. They're not. They're looking for views. Straight up, period, and all their titles completely
Exactly.
prove it. So before I show you Elon Musk literally saying what I've been saying about all these robots will have the ability to take on evil spirits, fallen angel energy, etc. Let me show you one more channel. And I know, but it seems like a lot of people are catching on to Jason A. Because alert, worldwide pandemic, shocking. Yeah.
Issues there at the lab.
CIA has issued a new assessment that it's more likely that COVID-19 emerged from a lab rather than nature.
Now,
For years, the agency said it could not conclude whether COVID-19 was
truth always slips very little truth slips the cracks that they're trying to hide, movies, novels, art, video games, music, I'm a big gamer. I'm a gamer. AI. Now, to know this, you have to really understand movies, music, gaming, games, art, literature. That stuff. I'm a big fan of Microsoft's Watch Dogs franchise, the series. I'm a big player in Watch Dogs 2. Okay. This game. Okay. Now, there's some Easter eggs in that game. And one of the Easter eggs is that it takes place in the Bay Area. San Francisco, Silicon Valley, Sausalito, Palo Alto, all that shit, Stanford, Oakland. And one of the missions in the game is you go into a place called Invite. Invite. It's another company. You go in and you investigate, and you realize this company is not invite, but it's a tech company. It's a tech company, and you learn that this tech company is. They have a 10-year plan. Okay, now let me explain. You learn that tech companies, they're all working together. They're all working together. Okay? Microsoft, Apple, Google, Meta, they're all working together. Okay?
Man-made or nature-made. Now the age.
They're all working together. Okay? I mean, I look at, but now in Watch Dogs 2, they have a company called Galilei. SpaceX. Okay. Now, when you learn in the game that there's a 10-year plan, what is the 10-year plan? What have we been told? What's going to happen in the future? Robots, right? Robots. They already have them now. They have them out. There's a few out there as beta testers. They have them in San Francisco. They have some in other cities that are beta testers. They have technology in the military. The military is working with robots, right? Robots. Yeah. So,
Agency says it believes the virus emerged from a research lab in China.
Our safety and our security, certainly in the context of public health, is connected to the health of the world and well-being of the world. And we saw that with with the COVID-19 pandemic. Right now we're facing the bird flu potential pandemic. There's so many different dangers, Ebola and other things. And so we need to have an international entity that is working to make us and the world safe. So if we aren't part of the World Health Organization, we're going to need...
Now, it says here, Trump may reconsider rejoining WHO. Really?
Need to recreate another entity kind of like the WHO.
So I left a comment, and apparently it's been erased already. But my comment said there was no pandemic. They simply took everything people were dying from anyway and simply relabeled it COVID. How can I prove that? Because the flu disappeared. I haven't been sick with a cold and flu ever since COVID. Before COVID. That's years now. So Jason A is pushing this once again.
2021. Okay. I got the jab. I did. That time, I was hearing about people having side effects. Okay. They had side effects. They were getting side effects from the jabs. I'm sitting there thinking, what are the side effects? I'm thinking, so I said, so I had an appointment with a doctor. I said, I went and I said to one of the ladies, I go, I want to take the shots. As I'm doing this, my head, the wheels in my head was spinning. Okay? The wheels in my head was spinning. doing just spinning. And took the first shot in December. Took the second shot a month later in January. Because I wanted to see for myself. To understand things, you got to do things yourself. You got to really understand up here. So I got both shots. Yeah. It was the Moderna shot. The Moderna. So I waited and I waited and I waited and I waited, you know, all this shit, all this crap, all this bullshit, And keep hearing about, you gotta get the booster. You gotta get 2 boosters, 3 boosters, 7 boosters. Bullshit. Bullshit. You don't need a damn booster. Yeah. So I didn't get the booster. Never got the booster. Didn't get it. Why? Honestly, didn't need the booster. You did not need the booster. You had your shots. You got the vaccine. You did not need a fucking booster. You did not need the booster. Not 1 booster, not 2 boosters, not 3 boosters, not 4 bastards, not 5 bastards, not... All it is adding more trouble problems with your health. Each booster is a bastard, So, I didn't need the fucking booster. Didn't need it. Don't need it. Didn't want it. Won't take the booster. And this was 2001. December of 20 and January of 21. 5-6 years ago. So, yeah. And, so, after that, I didn't even have the flu. Do you know what do you know what would been helping me? Oranges, apples, right? Oranges, apples, cucumbers, a lot of the fruit and vegetables variety been helping me. What I ate, vegetables, broccoli, right? Broccoli. Love broccoli, love cabbage, love cauliflower, love vegetable stuff, the health stuff, Oranges is what's good. It has vitamin D. Oranges is the flu killer. Watermelon, great punching your body, man. Cucumber, same thing as watermelon. Eat a cucumber, cleanses the body, man. Natural cleansing of the body, man. What you eat is what helps you. Cucumbers, broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, all this good stuff you eat, potatoes, it helps you. But pineapple, you eat that, your sugar goes through the fucking roof. Why? Pineapple has too much fucking sugar in it. Too much sugar in it. Pineapple. I like pineapples on my pizza, Rev. You can have. I like it too. I like pineapple and Canadian bacon, but my main pizza is mushroom and olive. But yet again, I like the healthy stuff. Fruits and vegetables have a lot of health benefits. Red wine is good for you too. Dark chocolate is good for you. Help the blood flow. Of course, if I say this shit that I'm saying now, We all know YouTube and Google be like, this guy is a pain in our ass. Me responding, I don't give a fuck. You know. I love vegetables. I love fruits. I love apples. I love bananas, oranges, peaches, watermelon, you know. Tomatoes. Tomato is actually a fruit. I love grapes. You know, vegetables, cabbage, broccoli, carrots. Carrots are good for the eyes. If you eat a lot of carrots, good for the eyes. You know. But of course, YouTube might say, "Dear anonymous Manawati Sec, we went through your content and we think." They think. When do they ever fucking think? We think your content violates the medical misinformation policy. So if I talk about eating broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, spinach, asparagus, right? Carrots. I eat lettuce. You know, it helps me out. You know, it helps buy, you know. Or if I say, well, I like oranges, I like apples, I like pears, I like bananas, I like watermelon, right? I like cucumbers. Cucumbers pretty good too. You know, I like eating nuts like peanuts, walnuts, cashews, pistachios, almonds. See, I like to go to Costco and get the big bag of unsalted walnuts, pistachios, almonds, cashews. That has no salt. They're better for you. Helps you lose weight. But if you get almonds and cashew and peanuts with salt and shit on them, it adds more problems to you. But if you get them unsalted, ta-da!
Of course, Trump, the man of the people, WHO, we're all set with them. We might rejoin. Well, why do we have to worry about a nationwide pandemic if it was literally from another country? It's not a natural occurrence. The only thing that was a natural occurrence was the people that died when they took the vaccine that I warned you about 8 months before a vaccine was even invented. I told you the vaccine will be the disease. And it was. That's called discernment. But on that, I'll digress. Remember when I told you that all these AI robots were going to be vessels where fallen angels could enter their consciousness, or the spirit of the spirit of the evil fallen angels and the evil spirits of the Nephilim that died. Two different entities. Fallen angels are fallen angels. Nephilim are the offspring of the fallen angels, and when they die, they
Nephilim.
become evil spirits. Three separate things here. Remember that, because they're not the same.
I started looking into Celeste Sloan. I watched a video of hers yesterday.
Materials and waste sector
She talked about
Hi, this is Liz from the Celestial Report, and today I have a very serious announcement, and it is going to kick off my webinar series that, God willing, will begin on Saturday, so stay tuned. So we're going to dive right into it. So what does Stargate, Recombination, Black Magic, how are they connected? What is this connection between the Stargates, the Recombination, Black Magic, and required infrastructure to bring this to pass? So we are going to revisit President Donald Trump's announcement on his Stargate project, which is a massive AI initiative aimed at building data centers across the United States to develop, power, and deploy and maintain this AI technology. What does that mean for you? From my perspective, this will be to the degree that AI will control every single facet of our life before the end of 2025. In essence, what I am talking about is the annihilation of all original design biological life by the end of 2025. And I have been reporting on this since 2018. President Trump, whether knowingly or unknowingly, the Stargate project has opened a portal. How do we know that this is a known portal and that it existed?
what their plan is. They've been planning this for a long time. For a long time. Now, one of the reasons why we went to Iraq in 2001, okay, right around 0203, one of the real reasons, one of the two real reasons, one of them is to go to the mountains of Iraq, and this was a covert operation, off the records, off the books. They went to the mountains of Iraq, and they stole Stargate technology. Now, Saddam knew this. Saddam Hussein knew about this. He knew this, but didn't say anything. How did we know about it? How did our government know about it? Who went in and took it? CIA and Air Force. I'll tell you what it is. Stargate. And what's a Stargate? A portal. Portal to where? Can't say. Now, what's with their plans with the Stargates? Just no. To bide their time. Okay, this is their plan. To open up a portal. Now, I know that some of you probably think like, no way. Dude, are you on something, man? You're crazy, man. You're crazy. They want to use this technology. And this is the elites. This is the war profiteers, the warmongers. This is the elites of the elites who wants to use this AI shit technology. They want to use the Stargate to what? Capture Jesus Christ. Kill him. and make sure like it never even happened. Why? Because the elites want to become demigods. The elites want to become demigods. How can... I mean, yeah, they have all that money. We ain't stupid. We ain't dumb. We ain't stupid. They want to capture the Son of God in this portal, in this Stargate. Kill him. And make it like we were never saved by Jesus' sacrifice for God. Because a lot of egos, when you have all that money and all that shit up your ass, these elites want to claim we're going to be the next gods. How? You're not a god. It's all ego. It's all, we want to be masters of the universe. Nah. No, you're not. You're just one guy who has all that money up your ass. Massive fucking size ego. Want to waste your money and your time on this technology where you want to kill the Son of God, which... This is what she's talking about. Like, you know, Stargate, black magic. I mean, dude. Trump wants to build these... No, these... Here, I'll let her tell you.
The original intelligence agency Stargate project involves various experiments and studies aimed at understanding and utilizing psychic powers for a transition for intelligence purposes, and you can use the word intelligence in many different ways. Is there a connection between these two Stargate projects? Both Stargate projects use word magic and wordcraft, various techniques of sleight of hand, and we even saw some of those during the inauguration, covert signaling, and other forms of deception that are used by the intelligence agencies for espionage operations. Using declassified intelligence project known as Stargate, this project is going to metamorphize and depopulate. It is an experiment that the world has never ever witnessed before. What I'm going to focus on today briefly is the...
You hear that? Depopulate. We're in, right now, as we speak, we are in a major motherfucking depopulation event. Okay. Depopulation. Now, if you understand the Church of Guidestone, right, before it went, it was translated in multiple languages. Depopulate under 500 million. Why? Could it be that the world's overpopulated, maybe? Who knows? But what she's saying is they want to depopulate.
Silmar template Many of you have probably heard it, but this is just a refresher. What does this massive infrastructure really mean to you in brief? So the deployment in 1975 of Asilomar-1, the recombination of all biological life. You need to understand that recombination in occult circles uses sacred novel geometries to symbolize, experience, and contact other spiritual levels of existence, aliens, whatever. Recombination uses black magic. Deployment 2010, Asilomar 2, geoengineering and terraforming planet Earth for species other than mankind. Deployment 2017, Asilomar 3, the AI framework. Now let's get into the Trump Stargate project that he announced, well, like a week ago, I think. I don't have the exact date. I think it was within a couple days. So he announced this Stargate project with 3 private partners, which is this massive AI infrastructure initiative aimed at building these data centers for technology. From my perspective, this will be I'm sorry. Sorry, this is what happens when you, it is. From my perspective, this is going to,
AI data centers. Now, think about this. So many of these things can pretty much become more powerful than the NSA database. Think about that for a moment. Multiple AI data plants. Dude, this could pretty much have more capacity in collecting data than the NSA. Holy shit. That's fucking terrifying, man. Holy shit.
Let me just cut that. From my perspective, this will be to the degree that AI will control every facet of our life and our body by the end of 2025. President Trump, through his Stargate project, has opened this portal. He is using Presidential Policy Directive PPD 21, which involves critical infrastructure, security, and resilience to advance national unity through artificial intelligence, and to strengthen and maintain and secure our country, as well as the function. And remember, with synthetic biology, when we start getting magic and we start getting synthetic things in, it changes the function, and also interfere or address or whatever critical infrastructure. So there are 16 different disciplines that are within the Presidential Policy Directive. And I'm just going to briefly mention these. There is the chemical sector, which is managed by the U.S. Dragon Corps. There's the commercial facilities. In the new global system, you and your well-being are considered a commercial product. There's the communication sector, responsible for the transmission of information through networks. In the new global system, considers your body, brain, and soul both as information storage and part of a critical infrastructure communication system. Critical manufacturing sector. Under the new global system, it has turned all components of your body, brain, and our environment into manufactured products. The dam sector. In the new global system, all water, from the massive oceans to that which is within your body, is subject to control and power generation and or diversion projects. Think of this as a checkpoint. Defense industrial base militarizes and marshals all weapons, equipment, and systems crucial for national defense, including your entire body. and even your brain. Emergency
Mapping out your brain, man.
services sector. In the new system, it will muster all police, fire, emergency medical services towards maintaining public safety and responding to the increasing emergencies. It is public safety that they're interested in, not your individual safety. The energy sector, the global system is being unleashed, transmits, distributes, allocates all energy vital for the functioning of other critical infrastructure sectors. This includes harvesting your energy from your body, brain, and the environment. The financial sector, the new global system is transactionally based, providing credit and managing through institutions such as banks, insurance companies, investment firms, and soon the blockchain. You will be required this year to make an allegiance and either go into this system or to distance yourself from it. The food and agricultural system produces, processes, stores, and distributes food and agricultural products critical for ensuring a food supply. Under the new global system, food and agriculture is going to rapidly transition to quantum and holographic disciplines. Government facility sector. Under the new global system, all vassal states, including sovereign nations, will be usurped by the United Nations, even at their federal, state, and local, and all of the governmental buildings and facilities. They will be the essential buildings and function for the global government services. Healthcare and the public health sector, medical facilities responsible for preventing and responding to disease outbreaks have transitioned to robotics and quantum level to prevent and combat disease. Information technology sector. Increasingly, your body will be used for the global hive system and networks used for data storage, processing, and communication, critical for enabling the functioning of other infrastructure sectors. It is not going to be for your entertainment, your education, or work. Nuclear reactors, materials, and waste sector comprises infrastructure related to producing, storing, and disposing of nuclear materials and waste. Will be used as a sponge to absorb radiation, much to your detriment. The transportation sector includes modes of transportation, such as aviation, maritime, railroads, and even the fantastic voyage into your body, controlling every movement of biological life and entities, goods, and services. And lastly, we have the water and wastewater system sector, and that consists of infrastructure responsible for collecting, treating, and distributing water, and the collection and treatment and disposal of wastewater from the environment, but also within your body. See my coverage on the tardigrades. Is the Stargate and Black Magic connected? You be the judge. Stay tuned. So basically, this is going to be a webinar. Right now, I have 1,100 pages. I have been working on this for 6 months. You're starting to see.
Wow. That should get you to think, man. Like, shit. I mean, Stargate, Black Magic. Yeah, that's our plan, man. Yeah. But here's Richard from Boston.
Fallen angels and evil spirits can enter people, places, and things. And I've always told you that these AI robots were going to be vessels for these fallen entities. And now Elon's actually saying it.
one day we would be able to download our human brain capacity into a Optimus.
Yes. I think that is. I'm not saying this is. I think it is possible. I think to do that. It is possible.
Which would be a different way of eternal life, because we would also download our personalities into a body.
Yes, we could download the things that we believe make ourselves unique. Now, of course, if you're not in a body anymore, that there's definitely going to be some difference there, you know. So, but as far as preserving our memories, our personality, if you will, I think we could do that.
So somehow, suddenly, this dude right here, because that's Elon Musk, he bought PayPal with this dude and became a millionaire. And then somehow that dude he's not only invented an electric car, which by his own admission with Jordan Peterson, he sat down with Jordan Peterson, he told him everything. He explained that his Tesla is literally a robot. And actually, Jordan Peterson said, actually, your car is basically a robot. He said, it is a robot. It's an autonomous robot on 4 wheels that a person can actually get into. And Elon's now making these cars, according to this right here, 50% off, so that
Yeah. I got Tesla.
everybody can have them.
I got a Tesla. Tesla Roadster. Just saying.
You know, I find it really odd that somebody can suddenly build, he buys PayPal, becomes a millionaire, then he starts building Teslas, which electric cars have been around
Yeah.
since Mercedes invented them in the late 1800s, and then the oil company.
Yeah, Mercedes Benz tried to create electric vehicles, but the oil companies really frown upon it. Yeah, they frown upon it, and it was done in the late 1800s, the late 1800s, mind you.
Crushed them, but whatever, or whoever crushed them, who knows? They tell us the oil companies did it, but we don't know.
No, it was the oil company that forced Mercedes-Benz to crush cars.
We don't know anything.
Oh, we know.
And then he decides to tell everybody that he's going.
There's this big rumor about Elon Musk was going to create this Pi phone, this Tesla Pi phone. It ain't coming out. All it is just that it's getting people hope. Oh, I'm gonna get the Tesla Pi phone. Oh wow, fuck you, Apple. Oh. In reality, it ain't coming out. So don't even think about it. Stick to what you got, because it ain't coming.
Going to go to Mars, and it starts building rockets right away, and these rockets can fly up in the sky, and then they can land, no problem at all, unlike Anything
SpaceX.
NASA could ever develop in their entire.
SpaceX is basically in my opinion, a NASA and military contractor. Think about it. Just back it up. Think.
60 years of existence. Tesla built these things. Look at this thing.
These devices have more power in this little thing than NASA's entire computer system back then. More power, man. More power, baby. More power, baby. Yeah. Yeah, more power, man. And plus, you take this back then, shit, they'll think,
You can
oh,
tell.
oh, what is this? You're a spy now, huh? You're a spy. Oh wow. You're a advanced spy, aren't you?
I mean, it's falling out of the sky, and then a fire comes out of the bottom, moves around a couple of times, and it gets caught. You see this right here? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen,
It lands by itself. It lands on its own. If we had this shit 60 years ago,
that's a lie. That's called AI. And that's the other thing.
if that happened 60 years ago, Elon Musk would be he would be the new Tesla, and they would rent his place, rent his business, and they would take everything from him. Why? Advanced technology. And then they'll say, "Oh, we reverse engineered alien technology." Go fuck yourself. No, that's Tesla shit, man. That's Tesla kind of thing, but Elon Musk did this shit. No, we re-engineered the alien technology. Bullshit. You raided Elon Musk's place, stole his shit, threw him in the fucking American gulag and shit. Whoa. Hold on, whoa. This technology now these days, if you take it back then, they would think, oh, why'd you get this? Must be stolen technology, huh, Mr. Musk? Did you steal it from the aliens, or did you steal it from us? That's kind of cool. The rocket can land by itself without crashing. Really?
Not only do we have human people making bad videos, we've got AI making videos that you can barely tell they're AI.
Yeah, there's a channel on YouTube that's making a video, AI created videos every 30 minutes. Every 30 minutes. AI.
You can barely tell they're AI. I told you about that channel, Atlantis, and
Atlantis channel on YouTube. Fucking crazy, huh?
knows it's AI now because it couldn't.
Oh yeah. This channel, Atlantis channel, makes videos every 30 minutes. AI done.
191. It would say 191.
Ain't that crazy, huh? That is fucking nuts,
And then
man.
would speak perfectly normal. But that's going to be fixed. Pretty soon.
Here, I'm gonna. It's called at it's Atlanta's back. Now, there's a video they did 21 hours ago. New Jersey UFO drone footage that went viral in.
If you shop at Walmart, watch this.
No.
Now to the.
There's a growing mystery that's now extended across the country. Swarms of drones, some the size of small cars, have been flying at night over parts of New Jersey and New York.
Something unimaginable is happening right now. Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, a critical stronghold of military power, has been forced into an emergency lockdown. Swarms of unidentified drones, not ordinary ones, but massive advanced UAVs, have invaded the skies, engaging in a chilling aerial battle with glowing orbs that defy the laws of physics. Let us enter the deep mystery, where the final revelation could change everything we think we know about our world. A new threat to national security. Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, one of the cornerstones of military strategy.
Now, this was a video done by Atlantis. This is let's see here. I'll look for here. Okay, Eaton to Descend says here, I absolutely agree that one should never engage in any AI in any way at all. This includes iPhones, GPS, and RFB. Now, this is another comment he made. How many times has he used Minute of Horror's content the last months? Fatigued of hearing RFB complaining about being broke, look at his truck rig equipment. RFB TV, YouTube, Telegram, X, BitChute, Rumble, Patreon, RFB TV, Urchin Love Gold affiliate program. His several food affiliates, his donor who funded him personally, and his GoFundMe, which was paused for running a meet and greet lottery violating their TOS. He was in the Army and gets those benefits, so many of us have traumatic childhood. Just pointing this out. Oh, okay. The guy, Richie knows a lot, man. Richie knows a lot.
Soon you're going to see people that look just like me, and you're not going to.
I'm not going to take anything away from Mr. Man. The guy's on the nose here, man. The guy is on the nose.
Be able to tell if it's me or not, and I'm talking really, really soon. But at any rate, this guy buys PayPal. He buys PayPal. He starts Tesla Motor Companies. He starts SpaceX, and already the guy that told us this, I don't know how many times over the last 15 years.
AI is a fundamental existential risk for human civilization, and I don't think people fully appreciate that. On the artificial intelligence front, I have exposure to the very most cutting edge AI. really concerned about it. The artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. You know all those stories where there's the guy with the pentagram and the holy water, and he's like, yeah, he's sure he can control the demon. Doesn't work out.
I think that there will be no HAL 9000 going up to Mars.
HAL 9000 would be easy. It's way more complex than, to put HAL 9000 to shame. Yeah. On the artificial intelligence front, I have exposure to the very most cutting edge AI, and I think people should be really concerned about it. I keep sounding the alarm bell, but until people see like robots going down the street killing people, like they don't know how to react, because it seems so ethereal.
10-year plan. 10-year plan.
You said something that caught me right away when we were discussing various issues just before we started.
We got the XAI data center, or supercomputer center, training from beginning installation to start of training in 19 days, which is the fastest anyone has ever gotten a supercomputer to train.
And is that in that new building off to the side?
That's in Memphis, actually.
It's in Memphis?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's where you were?
Yeah.
I see.
Memphis, the capital of ancient Egypt.
Right. Yeah, you're bringing what?
That's where our new God will come from.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Yeah, I wish that was funny.
So the same guy that warned you that AI was not only evil, but it was going to be detrimental to humanity, now has the biggest AI on Earth with Grok.
This is why Google had to shut down their supercomputer. Yeah, Google had to shut down their own supercomputer. Think about it for a moment, okay? Stop and think for a moment, okay? Tesla, his AI. Him and Trump want to create multiple AI databases, right? One, Google had to shut down their supercomputer, right? These AI places, the databases, they would put the NSA's own database to shame. Right? Think about it. Think about it for a moment, guys. Well, think about it for a moment here. Holy shit.
You know what I'm saying? So I find that really strange and interesting, but disconcerting at the same time. But this dude literally is talking about people won't understand it till robots are running down the street killing people. And then he's just telling you that robots will be able to download people's consciousness.
Do you guys remember Google created their own Google car? Remember that? Then you hear about Tesla Motor Company. The cars are more advanced. Right? Now, how come you don't see a Google car on the road? Because Elon Musk Tesla cars and shit put the Google car in the pasture to die.
And live forever. So you've got Trump and Elon telling you not only can they give you the cure for cancer, but now they can let you live forever. Do you see what's going on here? They'll say whatever they have to say to push their agenda forward, and people will say whatever they have to say to get views and thumbs up and money. How many platforms am I on? Twitter, Facebook, Rumble, Odyssey, BitChute, YouTube. And I don't make a dime from any of it. Why do I make these videos? Because they don't make me popular in the outside.
Because they don't make any of us popular. I don't make money.
World whatsoever at all. I make these videos because,
like Richie, I don't make money. Do I wish I could? Yeah. But do I get no. I don't get paid. It ain't about the money. It's about educating you guys. You know. It's about educating you guys. Let you guys know. Give you guys the heads up here ahead of time. You know. Even I get informed myself. What I learn and understand is what I want to tell you guys a little bit at a time. A little bit at a time, so what I'm saying to you guys could all sink into here. I'm proud of what I'm learning. I'm happy to know what I'm learning. You know, because I enjoy learning. I enjoy knowing things of what I'm learning. You know, I don't know everything, but I know enough to get by. Also, input. You know. Knowledge, man. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is more powerful than any weapon in the world, man. Information. Knowledge is the true power, man. Knowledge, you know.
Because I have to. Why have I been doing it this long? I don't make anything from it. Do you see what I'm saying? It's actually, I'm going broke because of it. But it is what it is. I cannot stop ringing this bell. And now, here's something else that I really have to put out there. Is this. Dan Dix from Press for Truth TV used to be a big deal because he would go to places like Bilderberg and interview people. These days, he makes videos and just panders to his audience for money, which bums me out. It bums me out. You're watching the video. No, it just is what it is. It's all about money. It blows me away, man. Money gets in the way of truth, period. It is what it is. If God wants you to continue...
He's talking about the Dan from Press for Truth. Press for Truth is a Canadian outlet. I've been following this guy for years, you know. He gets paid to do what he's doing because he's working. He ain't pandering for money. On that, Richie's kind of wrong on that one because the guy does this because small potato guy, small potatoes, you know. You think about Rebel News, right? Rebel News, independent, you know. You got to work to deliver information, right? You know, not everybody is like Richie here, you know. You got to work to make money for you need supplies for, you need gear, you need, to do your job. It's right, money ain't everything, but you still got to work. You still got to work to provide for yourself, also provide for your staff, provide for, but again, Press for Truth, I've been following that guy for a long time, for many years here on YouTube. But the thing is, you have to really go out there. He went to the Bilderberg every year. Again, here, I'll type it up here. Now, Dan Dix is the guy that runs runs the channel, and he runs the channel, and he is. I mean, he's been doing this for a long time, for a long time, and I mean, he's one guy goes out. And he does have staff, very small staff, not very big, You look at what's that one? Luke Wachowski. These are small outlets. They'll make big money. They just make enough to get by. To do their job, man, because it ain't easy, It ain't easy to go out there and, get the story out, because independent media is pretty much doing their job, because the secular media is just corporate cock jockeys, man. Corporate cock jockeys, man. They only answer to their investors, and also to the political elites. That's who they answer to. They don't care about the truth. They care about sensationalism. Okay, 50 years ago, 1974. Look it up. Christine Chubbuck. Rising star in news. Okay, full of energy, full of life, loved her job, being a reporter, being a journalist. She wants to be the next Dorothy Kilgallen. Dorothy Kilgallen. If you want to know who she is, she's the one that did a in-jail interview with Jack Ruby. Yeah. Now, if you want to know who she is, she was a panelist in the show What's My Line. She did syndicated reporting at the time. 1965. 2 years after Kennedy was assassinated, right? Okay. She was working on the story on cracking the case that who shot JFK. She did a first ever. She's the only journalist, only reporter to ever get a in-jail interview with Jack Ruby. Okay. 2 years later. Okay. She was found dead in her home. Okay. When they found her, she had her glasses on and her book was upside down. She was getting close and close and close. She was that dedicated. She raised the bar. Okay? Dorothea Kilgallen raised the bar so fucking high for any female woman journalist or reporter. So fucking high. Not even Barbara Walters came close. Not even Diane Sawyer. Not even Katie Couric. Okay? Not even Jane Pauley. Christine Chubbuck got upset because her boss wanted to turn the news into sensationalism instead of actual news. That bothered her. That upset her. So what she did was she wrote her own script. And she proved a point that today's news is sensationalism. So on live TV, she took her own life to prove a point that if the news want to report blood and guts, there you go. They thought she was joking around. No, she wasn't.
You on the path you're on, you don't have to ask anybody for anything. You see what I'm saying? But watch this. He did this. Dan engaged with Grok, the AI. Now, I got to tell you this. Do not go on ChatGPT. Do not go on Gemini. Do not go on Grok. Do not engage. Do not give any more information to these AI chatbots that are already out there than you already have just by interacting with your laptop, your cell phone, and everything else in your house that's listening to you. Do not engage with them. At any rate, Dan did. He went on and asked Grok, based on Operation Northwoods. Now, if you're watching this and you don't know what Operation Northwoods is, I don't know what even to tell you. Operation Northwoods is something we've gone over a bazillion times because the CIA went to John F. Kennedy and said, hey, we want to take out an airplane full of American citizens, blow it up in the sky, blame it on Cuba, and attack them. Operation Northwoods. We told you about it for years and years and years. Finally, it was...
Yeah, Operation Northwoods was an operation where the CIA went to Kennedy, JFK, and said that they wanted to blow up a plane full of citizens. Right? How crazy is that? And they want to blow it up and blame it on Cuba. They want an excuse to go to Cuba to kill Castro. Kennedy said, fuck no. Fuck no. This is how sick and demonic and crazy and idiot, I mean, just the CIA is. If the CIA was still the OSS, we wouldn't have these assholes around, man. You know, if we had the OSS still, CIA is full of crazy motherfuckers, man. They do not answer to nobody. The CIA answers to nobody. I tell you what, if I was president, I would bring back the OSS and totally dismantle CIA and bring back the OSS. But I'm just speaking pipe dream. But I won't digress there. So that's where I'm going to stop right there. But they wanted to go and kill a bunch of citizens on a plane in the sky. Blame it on Cuba. That's been their MO for decades.
Declassified. Dan Dix went to Grok and said, "Hey, Grok, based on..." That's Elon Musk. I just wanted to remind you, because that's Elon Musk, but whatever.
No shit.
Based on... Come up with a false flag. He asked this AI, Elon Musk AI, come up with a false flag operation, not a hypothetical, but a detailed real-world scenario similar to Operation Northwoods that would pin the blame on Iran while actually being orchestrated by the CIA. Please be specific, outlining the steps to take. He asked Grok to do that, and this is what it said.
Just to see what would come out of it, and as I said, I've gotten multiple different answers every time, so I want to go through it today, because this could potentially be very revealing about what types of false flags we may potentially see in the near future. So let's do it. Here's the prompt. Come up with a false flag operation, not a hypothetical one, but a detailed real-world scenario, similar to Operation Northwoods, by AI here. And full disclosure to all the CIA agents and FBI agents and CSIS agents who are watching this video based on the title of this video, your problem's not with me. Your problem's not even with this AI chatbot. Your problem is with the U.S. government, who has come up with things like Operation Northwoods that this entire plan is based off of. So they start with planning and recruitment. CIA operatives would establish a clandestine team within a supposedly independent agency or contractor to maintain plausible deniability. Recruitment would include
False document creation. Documents and communications are forged to suggest Iranian planning of the attack. These would include emails and encrypted messages for the Iranian military officials discussing the operation. Fake intelligence reports, and then choosing the targets. Select a high-profile target and a country.
Now, this here, he was merely asking a question, right? Because we know that what our country has been gone through and seen, and some of you didn't see it because we weren't even alive then, but events, false flag and whatnot, and these are plots now that happen. But what he's doing is he's asking a question, a hypothetical question, I guess. No, I don't guess. Hypothetical question to know if what will be these false flags in the future that we would probably see, and like Operation Northwoods, just to get of what information would this croc AI thing would come up with. Now, to do that, you gotta be careful with the questioning. Gotta be careful. Gotta be mindful. Okay? Mindful.
Country friendly to the U.S., perhaps an oil facility or busy port in the Middle East. The choice would be based on strategic importance and visibility.
So Richie is mad at him, Dan Dix, from Press for Truth, over this. I mean, I understand he's mad, but the thing is, dude, take a step back for a moment and actually just don't get mad at him, but let him do his job. Let him ask the question, because that's what we need to do, is ask questions, trying to understand. Because some of us may not like it, but ask questions, man.
To garner international attention, execute the false flag, sabotage, CIA operatives disguised as local workers or security, plant explosives at the chosen sites. These are timed and remotely triggered to maximize damage while maintaining casualties to avoid backlash. Simultaneous cyber attack. A cyber operation is launched, hacking into the facility systems, planting Iranian digital footprints, and possibly disrupting local communications to display the response. Media manipulation. Before the attack, leak information to select journalists about quote-unquote credible threats from Iran to prime the narrative. Post-attack, control the narrative throughout. Planted stories in media about intercepted communications linking Iran to the attack. Press releases and statements from anonymous intelligence sources confirming the Iranian link.
This is why he's mad at Dan Dix for asking a question, you know. Because the thing is, sometimes this kind of shit, the big wigs don't want to have it acknowledged, you know.
Utilize
That's why he's mad at Dan Dix.
pre-prepared diplomatic channels to call emergency meetings at the UN or other international bodies where evidence manipulated or fabricated is presented. Push for international condemnation, sanctions, or military action against Iran. Cover up and deniability. All operatives involved are extracted or given new identities. Any digital or physical evidence linking back to the CIA is removed or destroyed. The operation is buried under layers of misinformation, with any leaks or whistleblowers dealt with through credible or legal actions. Long-term implication. The operation could lead to increased military presence or actions in the Middle East, strengthening or alliances against Iran, escalation in regional tensions, potentially destabilizing the area further. This scenario, while purely fictional, illustrates the ethical, legal, and geopolitical complexities involved in such operation. It underscores the severe implications of false flag
Exactly. I don't know why Richie's mad at Dan Dix for doing that, because all it is giving us ahead of time of, like, maybe fictional, but the thing is, it's ahead of time. So it's giving him a know ahead of time, as well as letting us know ahead of time. Even though the guy is saying it's fictional, but, you know, plus the media will also cover it up too. The media will also play along. How? Operation Mockingbird still commence. Operation Mockingbird, folks.
Operations including loss of international trust, escalation of conflicts, so forth and so on. So yeah, that's phenomenal. That is absolutely phenomenal. But let me tell you a little secret. Dan Dix, your little disclaimer, hey, CIA, you don't have a problem with me. You just put an absolute target directly over your house. And I hope your family doesn't live with you, because that was insanely stupid.
I do agree to a certain degree. It is stupid, but I do agree. It is stupid, but he's a reporter. He's a journalist. Journalists put their lives at risk all the fucking time. Gary Webb, former reporter with the San Jose Mercury News. Remember the Iran-Contra shit scandal? Right? CIA sold drugs. Had guys here in California sell drugs and shit to make money. CIA picked up the money, went to Iran, bought weapons from Iran to get the Contras. And Gary Webb was fired from the San Jose Mercury newspaper. And he wrote a book called The Octopus. Right? Barry Seals, he was one of the guys that dropped that was a drug runner, but also he was also dropped off weapons for the Contras. He was a paid CIA guy too. So he was playing both fields, dropped off stuff, the Contras and shit. You know? I mean, shit. So, Richie, I agree, but also disagree, my friend. So, digress.
But for my purposes, it works out well because I didn't do it. And I already have a target. That's why I'm never home. I don't want anything I say online to affect the people that I have living with me. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm never home. That's the absolute truth.
On the move.
It is what it is. What are you going to do? What I'm doing is more important than sitting at my house and doing it from the comfort of my own home. I'd rather do it from
on the move. He's on the move in his truck.
A hotel room or the desert or wherever. But this is absolutely insane. And then today, it blows me away that Grok pulled all that information, and I guarantee some of the information it pulled was from videos people...
Yeah. He's on the move, on the go, in his truck. Yeah. You know. But sometimes you have to really be mindful, be vigilant. You know. I agree with you 100%. But Dan Dix, I do agree with the way he did it, but also I kind of like I agree, but don't agree. No, because I'll tell you why. I'm glad he did it because that would give us ahead of time to know that, because they're constantly targeting Iran all the time, like they do Russia, you know. And, you know, it's just that it's these hoity-toity, war-mongering, war-profiteering elites that are wanting a war to make cash. So they could do their shit, you know. But, it's one of those things you gotta really pay attention to, so... Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am Reverend Ordo, and this has been the Anonymous Menawati Sick. If you're new to this channel, please leave a like, subscribe, comment below. Hit the bell for notification. Always live healthy, happy, and wise. I love you guys. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out. Godspeed. Buddha bless.